I think I've got all the coal out of that seam, and there is now, I think, what is redstone.
Why would redstone? No, that's not redstone. That's
What
copper.
is it that I can't... Oh, it's copper. Do we need copper?
Yes, that's forestry copper, I think.
Yay!
There's like now about 3 different types of copper, just to make our lives a misery.
And I'm using vanilla texture pack, so I can easily tell the difference. Oh wait, no I can't.
Exactly.
Oh, don't you just love this world?
Yeah.
Why does the coal keep coming back after I kill it? Come back. No.
I really should have paid for hosting, shouldn't I? Teaches me to be a cheapskate.
Yay. Speaking of teachers, they...
I said, what? What? I said cheapskate.
Yeah.
How is that
teachers? Teaches me to be a cheapskate.
Well,
But,
oh,
yeah.
I don't even.
But thinking about it, they suck, don't they?
What, teachers? Yeah.
Yes.
But that was totally random how you got onto that. But carry on.
It's not, but they're crying, aren't they, at the moment?
Oh, strikes. Yeah,
Mm.
because it didn't close down our school.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
they don't
no,
seem to...
correction. It closed down every single year, apart from
Other
sixth
than
form,
us, yeah. Apart from sixth form.
which I call bullshit on.
Yeah, exactly.
That was against our health and safety, you know?
Basically,
Not enough
the
teachers.
teachers don't seem to mind that thousands of people in the armed forces are getting made redundant because there's no money to fund them anymore. Even though I did find out recently that the MOD was just wiping their asses with approximately £2 billion last year, but that's not the point. They were made redundant, okay?
Yes.
Or fired.
Fine.
Fired. Because there's no money, and, you know, no one bats an eyelid. But, the teachers have slight changes to their pay, and their pension's slightly reduced, and everyone loses their shit.
Yeah.
Why?
I know what you mean, it's a bit weird. But
They should try being... I tell you what, they should try being in the private sector, where they have to actually pay everything into their own pension themselves.
Yeah.
Gits.
You know what the best job to do, though?
I tell you what...
You need to be a tube driver, you get paid like 45 grand a year.
Just to sit on your ass, yeah. Until...
And you get to strike whenever you want.
I know. Until, you know... And yeah, actually, that's a good point, Ben. I mean, like, the miners used to strike whenever the hell they wanted, and then Thatcher put an end to that, but she never looked at the bloody tubes, did she?
Yep. You raise a valid point, good sir.
Britain's not getting its energy anymore because the miners are striking. We better stop that. But,
Yeah.
you know, when the tubes go on strike, well, no one can get to bloody work on time. And that just brings the entire productivity of the country down to, like, nil.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know...
So
see,
what are you saying about the MOD? We had 2 billion spare or something?
well, I was actually going to go on to an anecdote.
Sorry, but before you do, I do call bullshit on that, considering we wasted, how much on changing the F-35s around?
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
We wasted so much money on that.
Well, what I was going to tell you, Ben, just
Yes.
back onto the teachers' front. When I was in primary school,
Yep.
because they banned us playing a game called Bulldog in the...
I remember that.
Yes.
I didn't go to school, but we used to play it at ours.
As students, bearing in mind we're about, I don't know, 8, 7 back then.
Yep.
As students, we decided to go on strike.
Wow.
Basically, we wouldn't go to lessons until they said, hey, you're allowed to play Bulldog, instead of just going the sensible route and playing it anyway when they weren't bloody looking.
Right.
So
you decided to make it hard for yourself.
Yeah, so we did that. And teachers who remember let's remember strike every other Thursday got all indignant on us. How dare
Really?
they?
That is a bit harsh.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the MOD. Yeah, I mean they wasted the amount of money that we could, use to build another bloody aircraft carrier.
Because didn't
They just wiped their asses with it, and they could have used that money to pay for wages, which would have saved people from getting made redundant. But instead, no, they just forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't really get the MOD, because at first they had the Harriers. Then
Yes.
they went, no, we need a new plane, yet they're perfect, the Harriers.
Well, the Harriers aren't really perfect, Ben. They can only top out about 600 mile an hour, and let's be honest, they're a bit crap.
But it's designed as ground attacks. We have the Eurofighters.
It wasn't designed as ground attack, Ben. It was designed as a carrier-based fighter, a small carrier-based fighter for small carriers.
Can you stop defeating my argument?
No, because your argument is invalid.
Anyway.
It's just... Yeah, that's what they were designed to be launched off of a smaller ship.
Regardless,
Shoot shit
then,
down. Yeah.
Regardless, why did they then go and order the carrier variant of the F-35, then turn around and lose a lot of money and go and get the VTOL one? Explain to me that, good sir.
Okay. Well, they were going to get the F-35B, I believe it was,
C.
which...
C is the carrier variant, B is the VTOL.
Which is the... Okay. So they were going to get the F-35C,
yep.
which is basically the one with wider wings to give it more lift on taking off from a small runway. Which was good, which is epic and brilliant, which is lovely and awesome. Because the carriers, which were like most normal, sensible carriers, many of them are built in America because, you know, sensible people, the Americans, know how to build a giant fucking battleship or warship or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is good. And when I say that, they were built with steam catapults. That's how they were designed. So they could launch the aircraft, you know, get them up to takeoff speed before they get to the end of the runway and crash. And then all of a sudden they said, I've got a great idea. Let's save loads of money by...
Quote, let's save loads of money. Quote.
Let's save loads of money
yeah.
by scrapping the whole idea of the catapult and going with the VTOL version of the aircraft we're going to buy. And they thought, that's brilliant, that'll save us loads of money on having to design a catapult and build a catapult and have people to manage and maintain the catapult and work it and blah, 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 blah. But instead, what they didn't look is that changing from the C variant to the B variant would cost way more money and would just be stupid. Because the F-35B, what a lovely aircraft it is and what a brilliant feat of engineering it is, does not have the same range as the C.
No.
Does not have the same top speed,
yeah,
and does not have the same loadout capacity as the C.
Exactly, that's because it uses more fuel for the VTOL bit, isn't it?
And it's got and the takeoff fan, which is behind the cockpit,
which does look awesome. And
it does look
makes
awesome,
it look
and it
like
is
a
awesome.
transformer.
Yeah, which is awesome, but it weighs like I don't know, 5 friggin' tons or something like that. It's also got to have the hydraulics and pipe work for the exhaust to turn and face downwards.
Yeah.
And it's also got to have separate jets for manoeuvring.
So
it's crap!
Why can't we make like a carrier variant of a Eurofighter?
I don't know.
Because that would be like the best plane ever.
Many people say that, oh, you can't, it's not designed for that. And I say, well, bullshit, because when the Eurofighter project started, it was the UK,
yep.
Germany,
yep.
Italy.
France were in there as well.
Italy and France.
Because interestingly, it shares its design with a Dassault Mirage Rafale.
It does, now, exactly. The thing, and France, like third way through the project, decided, no, this is a stupid idea, we are taking our designs and we are going, which is where the Dassault Rafale comes in.
Yep.
Which is a beautiful aircraft. It's basically a Eurofighter Typhoon, which is it's kind of smaller, I think.
It's a smaller version of the
Dassault Rafale. Very similar. Very similar, and on the project we replaced France with Spain. So Spain came in, and they only work half the bloody day because they have their little siestas halfway through, and productivity was cut in bloody half. Which is weird, because it took 4 countries to build the Eurofighter, and yet France buggered off with their blueprints and made it in a few years. And they can launch that off of their aircraft carriers, no trouble. So why we can't, no idea.
All you got to do is add a hook to it.
Britain's stupid and overcomplicated. That's what we've done. And the thing is, the F-35 is supposed to be a stealth aircraft. Not when it's landing, it's not. No. Not with all of that bloody pipework coming out of its ass. It shows up on a radar screen like I don't know, like a luminous balaclava.
You do have a fair point.
I do have a fair point. The stealth outline is broken the minute the landing gear come down anyway, so what's the point?
What's the point?
I would rather it be able to move out the way of missiles and incoming attack like the Eurofighter than not be seen for most of the time, but when it's its most vulnerable point, i.e. landing on a giant ship, that it lights up a radar screen like the 4th of bloody July. Or like the 5th of November, which is coming up in the UK soon, which is lovely.
Yeah, very nice. But, okay, so let's go back to when they made the decision to get the F-35.
Yes.
Would you have picked the F-35? Would you have stick with the Harrier? Would you have tried to make a Eurofighter variant? Or would you have just gone off and designed your own new aircraft? What would you have done?
Intriguing question. Okay, do I have a budget here?
Nope, you put... Well, no, actually, let's say you've got the same budget as the F-35.
I am now dying, Ben. I need food.
Help. You'll go down to 5 hearts, it's alright.
Okay. Anyway. Okay.
He says, hopes.
Okay.
So you've got the same budget as an F-35.
So I've got the same budget the MOD actually had at the time.
Yes.
Okay.
Before they made the
Okay,
gargantuous cock-up.
At this point, what's happened is we've got the 2 aircraft carriers being built and designed. Yep. Has the decision against the catapult been made yet?
No.
Okay.
So this is they've gone round. They said, okay, we've scrapped the Ark Royal, stupid decision, and illustrious, and we're going to make 2 new aircraft carriers. We need planes for them.
Okay. Well, what I would have done is first, people who don't know, there are many variants of the Harrier. There's the
GR7, GR9,
many of which are used by, or were used by the Air Force, and some by the Marine Corps, I think, or maybe that's just the United States Marines, I'm not sure.
The Marines made the AV-8B, which was an attack variant.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what I would have done,
yeah,
because of the Tornado and the Typhoon and what have you, I would have scrapped the land variants, and I would have kept the Sea Harriers, for they are the ones that were important at the time. Because if you remember this, Ben, we scrapped the Harriers before we scrapped Ark Royal and Illustrious.
Which is a stupid
Why
idea.
would you have an aircraft carrier that can't launch aircraft because they don't exist anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, we will have them as a helicopter carrier for a while. Oh, really? Fat lot of bloody good that'll do.
Yeah.
We will attack, impending war with North Korea, maybe. They launch their Sukhois and their MiGs, what have you. As good as an Apache gunship is, I'm not sure it would stand much of a chance against even, 2 MiG-15s on its own. That's crap. That's stupid.
That's a fair point, yeah.
So, what I would have done is I would have scrapped the land-based Harriers, because, let's be honest, we didn't really need them anyway. They've been redundant for many years.
Yeah.
The Sea Harriers, on the other hand, would have kept them on whatever ships they need. I mean, we've got destroyers and frigates that can launch helicopters. Anything that can launch a helicopter can launch a bloody Harrier.
Exactly.
It's true.
Yeah.
At least one.
I
so would have kept the Harriers for that.
I will correct you on that. The only issue is the amount of fuel it uses.
True.
When you do VTOL. But
that is true. So I would have kept those. And I think I would have gone into the research of the idea of making a carrier variant of the Eurofighter. Because why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Well, I'll tell you what I would have done.
Yeah?
Tornado GR4 already has a tailhook on it.
Does it?
Why can't we use it?
Good point.
Guess how I found that out?
Ben,
yeah.
You say why can't we do that? Better question, why the fuck aren't we?
I don't know. I found that out from Flight Simulator.
I did not know that.
I downloaded a Tornado plane, a freeware Tornado plane. I went, had a look around the cockpit. It has a tailhook button, and it works, and that's on the GR4 and the ADV variant, which is the bomb one. That
must be the most pissed off, underappreciated feeling arrestor hook known to mankind.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of a Tornado landing on a carrier. I've never seen. That's not.
I mean, it could be.
If I try to picture that in my head, that's actually an uncomfortable image. It doesn't look right. There's no reason why it shouldn't, but it doesn't look right. What?
Yeah, I mean, it could be that the freeware was inaccurate, which is entirely possible because I don't know for 100% if it does have a tailhook. But what I'm making the point is, it had a tailhook. Why couldn't it land on a...
Maybe, although there is something to do... Maybe, I've obviously not been in a Tornado, unfortunately, but maybe it's something to do that when nosing up, to maybe land on an aircraft carrier. Maybe the pilot just can't see well enough or something. I don't know.
It does, yeah.
But that is a point. That is the most. That is the most pointless thing I've ever heard in my life.
Surely we
Basically,
have like what
the American government. I mean, the American government spend 40% of their budget on the military, which is nice and all. So but they actually do it properly.
Yeah. By the way, I'm just going to go topside to get some food.
Yep.
Karen.
And they're going. Okay, we've got this aircraft carrier, and we're going to launch these aircraft off it. Awesome. So over here, what we're doing is we designed an aircraft with an arrestor hook, just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
And now we don't have any aircraft. If you remember, we've done the same thing twice in reverse. HMS Illustrious, they are. They were for the Harrier, basically. They were designed around the Harrier.
Which, so I just say, is an amazing aircraft carrier. So it's beautiful and everybody should use it. So
they didn't have arrestor cables to slow down a speeding aircraft, because it's a VTOL aircraft. Why would you? Why would you need that? So now you can't launch any other aircraft off it, because it won't be able to land. Okay?
Yeah.
Now we've done the same bloody thing. These new aircraft carriers, which, let's be honest, should have arrestor cables and a catapult, because there's no reason why they shouldn't. I mean, these things are about 200 fucking feet long.
Yeah.
In fact, correct me on that if I'm wrong. In fact, fuck it, I'm gonna wiki this.
It is pretty long.
In fact, no, I'm not, because it will screw my FPS. Fuck it, no, I'm going to. Right.
You're gonna screw your FPS in the name of
science, of ripping the MOD a new one. Right, HMS Queen Elizabeth II. And by the way, that name pisses me off. Prince of Wales, that's okay. That's fine. But Queen Elizabeth II, that's just a mouthful. People will just call it the QE2, and that'll be even more confusing. Right, let's see. How long does Wikipedia say it is? Right. Length. 200... 280... Yeah, 280 meters. That's 920 feet.
Jesus Christ. That's a long way.
And that's almost as length of HMS Nimitz. USS Nimitz. At least I think it is.
Nimitz is a long carrier.
I will actually check that. I'm not actually sure. Nimitz is... I've got the right one, yes. Is... 1,092 feet. So it is short.
It's within the region, isn't it?
Is the region, within the region, and for some reason it's got 2 towers on it. Why does it need that? That's just more money and more weight on the ship that it doesn't need. Why are we doing... why are we doing this? Why?
Because we're insane.
We are insane. The British government do not know how to build war machines anymore. Oh,
Pretty
and
much.
Also, one of the aircraft carriers we're going to have to share with the French.
Why?
Because we've got no fucking money. Because we've got no bloody money, and the French have got some money, and they say, "Hey, Britain, we hear that you are making 2 aircraft carriers, no? Oh, wait, it's very good. We already have one, so we could share with you. Then we could both technically say that France and the UK have 2 aircraft carriers each. We could technically say that. This is good, yes? But I see a problem. The French drive on the opposite side of the road to us, so they're going to be on the wrong side of the runway. There will be issues.
Plane crashes.
Will be issues. Yeah, there will be issues, Ben.
Mm.
What else?
What the fuck is that?
But yeah, I would have looked into the idea of creating a carrier version of the Eurofighter. That would have been... Can you imagine that? Can you imagine anything? In fact...
it's a beautiful aircraft, isn't it?
And have you seen... You must have seen that thing take off.
I saw it at Bournemouth Air Show. I saw it go into landing config and everything.
It almost doesn't need a runway. If you've ever seen them take off, it's just like that. It'll pitch up, and then it'll just go vertical.
Yep.
I don't know, just to show off, I imagine. Because let's be honest,
just because it can.
Those engines, Ben. Those friggin' engines. I was at the
noise.
I was at the Farnborough Air Festival last year, I think it was. They had a tornado that came in and did some awesome pyrotechnic stuff on a fake bomb run, which was really cool.
Yeah.
A Eurofighter was there, which was beautiful and majestic, and United States Air Force FA-18 Super Hornet.
No, that was the other thing I was going to say. Why don't we get one of them?
I don't know.
Because they have the folding wings, so you could
They
get a lot more.
They also have the loudest engines I've ever heard in my life.
Louder than the Typhoon?
Yeah, actually, I think so.
Jesus Christ.
I am now going to have to compare these two aircraft. Thank you.
Oh no.
I'm being productive. I'm just here to wiki stuff.
Yeah, you're not really helping this effort to keep us alive.
No, I'm not. Doesn't matter.
Hey, meh.
Yeah. Why don't we do that? Because Canada did it. Australia did it. New Zealand, I think, did it. Although they did sell all of their military for some odd reason. They had no money.
Yeah.
Right, let's compare. Eurofighter, I'm going to try and find its thrust to weight ratio, or at least the thrust given out by its engines. I'm going to find this eventually. I will find this! Oh, bloody hell. This is annoying me now. Development, no. No. Specifications, there we go. I'll probably have to find the same one.
Yeah.
Yes, specifications, okay. Eurofighter performance... Maximum speed. Let's find the maximum speed of the Eurofighter Typhoon. 2,495 kilometers per hour.
That is quite fast.
That's at 10,975 meters altitude. So that's
Right.
Mach 2 plus. At sea level, Mach 1.2, and it has super cruise at Mach 1.5. That's not bad. Let's check the McDonnell Douglas F-18 Super Hornet.
Is it McDonnell Douglas who made it?
It is McDonnell Douglas, I believe.
Yeah.
At high altitude is Mach 1.8. Low altitude Mach 1.2. So the Eurofighter is faster, but I think it's actually the Hornet I think is heavier.
So basically, we need to stick with the Eurofighter then.
Yeah, the Hornet is when empty, when unloaded, is 10,400 kilograms. And oh no, the Eurofighter is 11,000 kilograms when empty. So actually, the Eurofighter is heavier and faster. So the
logic.
I don't understand this. Thrust to weight ratio is 1.15. Don't know what that means. Let's compare it with the Hornet, which is 0.96. Okay, the Eurofighter wins hands down much better.
Yeah, we'll stick with the Eurofighter.
Although probably the Hornet might be able to carry more. I don't know. Can it?
I don't know.
Combat radius of the Hornet is 400 nautical miles. The Eurofighter is... I will find this. God, I hate Wikipedia. In fact, I don't even know why I'm trusting it.
Because you're mad?
Yeah, I am mad. I'm crazy. Combat radius is... air defense is 750 nautical miles. And ground attack too. That's not bad. That's not bad. Although that is, high, low, high, as opposed to low, 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 which is 325 nautical miles. But they're still pretty good.
Yeah. So in conclusion, to sum up this episode, all right, or batch of episodes, you take the Eurofighter.
I would take the Eurofighter any day of the week because it's just so sexy.
Well, there you go then. After all that, we've achieved
nothing. But we have had a lovely conversation.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about. It's not all about that.
It's not all about. Unless we were in a mod pack where we could actually build these aircraft, that would be nice.
Oh, there's a mod pack with planes.
Yeah.
Come over here, wherever you are.
I will. I'm searching for you, Ben.
Come on.
Okay.
Hey. So there you go. If you enjoyed these batch of episodes, like, comment, favourite, subscribe. If you want to say anything on the topic we talked about today, if you have a different opinion,
Please feel
free to drop a comment, but Sam may kill you if you disagree.
Please feel free to, contradict me unless you're wrong, in which case,
Or you have a death wish.
Yeah, your opinion could be stupid. But no, actually, I would enjoy hearing from other people's opinions, especially people who are more educated on this topic than I am.
Yeah. So if there's any pilots out there watching, which I highly doubt, but if
why would a pilot be watching it? Someone from who plays Flight Simulator, maybe. Why would an actual pilot from either the United States Air Force or the British Air Force possibly want to watch our crazy videos unless you actually put in the title, we talk about awesome military shit?
Oh no, it's going in the tags.
Yay!
Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys, and we shall see you next time.
Goodbye, it's been fun.
Bye.